Hello, welcome back to this playthrough with Germany of Hearts of Iron 4 Vanilla. We are playing on Ironman, I am one proud Bavarian, and you are here for the second episode of this series. We were just at encircling these two Spanish divisions, and it's looking good so far. Looks like a solid encirclement. I don't think that they will be able to take this province, and that should mean the certain death of those two divisions. In the meantime, we're pumping out a few divisions left and right, and all of this entire northern region has now fallen to the fascists, which is good because we want the entire world to be fascist in the game. Never mistake the game for reality, just don't do it. It's a bad mistake. So the Spanish Civil War always was interesting to me in this particular game, not so much in early Hearts of Iron games, because in this game it's a really good showcase of why microing, even if you are one of those two factions and not just an intervening faction, why microing is so important in wars of Hearts of Iron 4. Now, of course, the meme goes, hey, just like draw an arrow and press execute and you're good to go. But this war, I believe, showcases how much you should actually micro to truly be efficient in whatever you do. Yeah, this looks fine. Because me just pushing in here with my armor units makes it so that the frontline AI of Republican Spain is completely irritated by how much it's getting cut off. And even when they are attacking us, they're attacking into something they can't really penetrate, and in this case they're even attacking over a river. Not a smart move, my friend. So what does this mean? Oh, here's initiative. They got an extra chance to pick a counter-attack to go to the other side when... Beautiful. So yeah, all I'm saying is, so we are getting, this is weird, so we are getting a bonus here because it's Rommel, but Rommel is not actually here yet. Does make me wonder to a certain degree, I have to admit. Hey, when is he arriving though? Taking a long time. There you go. Okay. And now that my job here is done and this is a secure front line, I just, I don't have to secure this front line with my units. I'll just march through and then maybe encircle even more units over here. We'll see. I'm not sure if it'll be possible, but I'll certainly try. Less than a day, it always says that. I don't like the marker here because yes, green and red does indicate what's going on, but I don't really feel like the number says anything meaningful. Not that it did. Not that it actually did that. Oh, you don't have any, huh? Alright, I guess you say. Not that it indicated anything in earlier games, truly indicated anything anyway, but still, why not do it better than in earlier installments? Look, it's looking good anyway. I don't see a big issue with anything here. We're gonna have 3 units encircled right here, quick, clean encirclements, while this part of the front line is now secured. So, I swear to God that actually in the past they did it quicker. They all of the unit shifting to new front lines into position, I swear to God that the AI did it quicker than now, but we now kind of have to hold positions for a while until the units shift in. For example, this unit is now here and this unit is now here, which means I can shift away the tank. Yeah, this pocket will be dissolved in a second. And I think next... I don't really want to cross the river with my tanks. There's no... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm absolutely going to cross the river. No chance I'm not crossing this river. Yeah, here we go. Then I'm gonna see if I can't... Nope, I'm gonna take that. Yeah, there you go. So then we cut off... These are at least 5 units. That's a good pocket if we manage to do it, but I kind of feel like we won't. Quick and easy war so far, I have to admit. Very quick and very easy. Yeah, they just put one more in. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so one unit escaped. But we did get a pocket of 3 units. That's solid. Especially because it's a special unit. This one is a mountaineer unit. You know, I actually don't get it when people play without NATO icons. Of course, these are like proper NATO icons, you know, proper NATO icons, but they're good enough, and they're most certainly better than what we have originally to see what is going on in with these units. You know, usually before that you can't really see anything, but now you can always tell: is it an infantry division? Is it a mechanized, a motorized? Is it a tank? What kind of tank is it? Is it a heavy tank? And I think that's just a luxury that the normal, just it's a helmet kind of stuff, or it's a you know, chest unit. That's not effective. That's not working well. And I think going with something that just actually gives you straight up information is always the better option. Okay, we might actually see a natural pocket here done by National Spain. It surprised me a bit. Well, yeah, the war is going simple enough, you know, it always does. The Spanish Civil War, once you have tanks, is very simple. It's comparable actually to the American Civil War, the second one in Kaiserreich. If you've played that, you get two rebellions at least, maybe 3 with the Pacific states, but you definitely get the CSA, the communists, or the syndicalists in Kaiserreich, as there are no communists, or the AUS, who are paternal autocrats, I believe. Autocrats. And the Civil War is also decided by whoever sends in, you know, just straight up sends in tanks or motorized, because quick units and units that are armored, so that the soft attack of the infantry units they will be facing doesn't do much, are always superior every single time, you know. I think this would be better. Okay, let's take a look here. Can we achieve a pocket? I think we can. Let's just retreat and attack over here. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna go over there. Oh, they closed the pocket, that's bad. Okay, you know what? I want you to go over there. Yeah, we're gonna manage to close it off. Yeah, okay, the pocket's closed off. 2 units in there. This is an easy war, easiest money of my life. Alright, so apparently we just abandon attacking there. I'm not abandoning this fight. This is easy. We're gonna push through the coast. Then we're going to sweep in left and right and be done with it. I think if we take Barcelona and maybe Valencia, this war will just straight up be over. Very quick civil war if it works out like that. Sometimes it doesn't, you know, it is what it is. You're going to get a camouflage expert. You're going to get organization. Aggressive assault, sure. Like that one for sure. And then we're gonna do some good old, yeah, right here. Let's take a look. Anybody else? What about Erwin? Can you take the invader? I see, Panzer leader. You still need a decent chunk of more experience, so we're just gonna ignore that for now. Oh, we took it. Alright, here we go. You can see the Soviet units over here, by the way. They always just send infantry, or in this case mountaineers, but not like the difference is actually big. No, it's not like it actually matters. So we just split off Catalonia from the rest, which means that they have to go through convoys. Okay, we will just not do what I was just doing there. And instead we will wait until this unit... Oh, they just stopped walking there. Alright. So we're in this war, by the way, for two major reasons. We want army experience, and we want National Spain to win. Now, army experience is... I think it looks more trivial if you just mention it, but in actuality it's probably the major part of going into this war. I think we can already leave. They won't be able to reconnect with all these Spanish units in the way. And the army experience is what we will use to change our infantry setup so that we have more effective units against... So just to show it to you, piercing goes up, breakthrough goes up, defense goes down, but hard attack and soft attack go both up considerably. Soft attack more so you're effective against other infantry units, which is important at the start of the game. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything that can and should be said about this. Alright. We actually do not go there. Hey, come on, stop attacking there. You got hope. Just attack Barcelona. Where's the issue here? And I know why they're not guarding it, but I'm not gonna ignore them not guarding it. Let's be real here. Oh, let me go. I'm just gonna go. Sure. As long as Barcelona is unguarded, this war is over as soon as they get there. Or maybe I just don't see Barcelona being guarded because it's an Italian troop. Sometimes they do that, where you can't see what's going on because it's not a troop from your direct ally, but instead just from somebody who's kind of minor, an interventionist instead of the actual nation. But we'll see. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's not like they wouldn't share intel. Of course they would, you know. Yeah, I think I was right about them not reconquering that. So I do not at all regret going there. Come on, show me Barcelona. I need to know. How many days? God damn it. Mountains, huh? Okay. Barcelona is actually empty. Well, good night, dear Catalonia. This is what happens if you want to be independent as Catalonia. Oh, don't you dare. I knew it. It's always just finishing off Catalonia. Alright, so that gave Rommel a lot less experience than he might have deserved. Probably shouldn't have ended it that quickly, but it just feels satisfying to end the Spanish menace so quickly. And now we have nationalist Spain with Francisco Franco Bahamonde as the dictator. And that's the first nation turned fascist. What's Japan doing? Nationalist war industry, good. Right, ordnance factories. They're all just doing factories. He's doing the Monroe Doctrine. Yeah. AI never does it, but at the end of the Monroe Doctrine you could invade Venezuela, which would be such a smart move, because then you have a huge chunk of the world's oil under your control. And I think that's exactly what you want as the US. You should always play on oil, especially in multiplayer. Whoever attacks the Netherlands first, especially if it's not Japan, but you know, Germany for example, as the US, always station everything you have on the Philippines because they're your puppet, and sweep in, take it, take all the oil, take all the rubber, and you're good to go. So radio, huh? What about dispersed industry? Sounds good to me. Sorry for my voice cracking up a bit. Bit of a dry voice, and I will actually... Oh, and our fighters have returned. God bless you, Erwin Rommel. Fighters, I will give you back your Panzer Army symbol, and then return all the other troops to you. There you go. I will drink something. I hope you don't hear any noises. 1 second. Okay, that was definitely needed. And we have even one more tank for Rommel. I keep clicking outside of the window, or rather the borderless window. So, we've produced our second tank actually. Very good. Now we're not going to keep him in this one panzer army, but for now it's perfectly fine and reasonable to have them organized like that. Can't wait to just puppet Hungary and Romania. What a weird event. God damn it. What a weird event. So anyway, it's, you know, interesting weather these days. It's incredibly warm here in Germany. I wish it weren't. I'm not a creature for the warmth. Because when it gets cold, you know, you can always just kind of wear another layer. When it gets warm, you can't. It's just, you're stuck, you know. What are you going to do? Rip off your skin? Don't be silly. But, you know, that's just summer. And I would regret it if it changed too much. I already know that. It's always the same way. When it's winter, I complain about it being too cold and it kind of being nasty because it snows and then it immediately melts. So you have this nasty kind of weather. And then once it's summer, I'm like, God damn it. I wish that we had some winter going on right now. But yeah, so far so good. We're going to produce some convoys because convoys are actually incredibly important in this world. I've also noticed that we're now producing factories, which is very good. Let me take a look at whether or not we can... Okay, we do not have 50% war support yet, but in the future we will. So the big question here is, what do we do next? I think we should do the anti-Comintern Pact, and then we go down treaty with the USSR, so that's 200 something days gone. Aligning Hungary, how's it going? Are they already fascist? They're not. Let's take a look. 42, so it increases by 0.06% every day. Decent change. They will definitely get there soon enough. Now let's do the anti-Comintern Pact. Anti-Soviet Pact. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that. Alright, we only have 8 goddamn army experience. That's not enough, and we all know it. How many men do we have in the field? It's 405k. We should step up our game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think we're gonna do it like this, but we will also do something else that should maybe... Yeah, that should help us produce... Let me actually think. We have... How many do we have of this? 35. Okay, I'll need to take a look at that and actually calculate it in 1 second. So we have 36 now, I think. 35, okay. So we have 12 artillery. 48 goes up by 36. 35 times 36. Let me just whip out the calculator. 35 times 36 equals 1,260, which is what we should have in storage. Actually, probably more. We have... Yeah, we can change 1 artillery right now in this infantry division and get a lot of spare rifles. Now watch this. There we go. Now that should mean... Yeah, here you go. This is exactly what we needed. Big change in rifles. Always good to see just that. We will also add weapons and infantry equipment research time. Minus 10%, that's always a big one. If you have the advantage here in these 2 steps, you're confirmed good to go, in my opinion. Alright, so let's take a look. Anti-Comintern Pact, of course. And we're going to do the treaty, get some more experience, and start pumping in. So I guess you would do this if you really wanted more than 49%. I guess you would do this if you really needed war economy, and it might be the better trade the earlier you can get this, because it effectively gives you a huge production bonus. But at the same time, you're getting 4 military. Okay, and then you would also get maybe a total of like 70 divisions that you can request forces from these 2 guys. 70 divisions are superior though, in my opinion. If Oh, and you can change the layout of their units as well, so there should be no questions. I still don't see how the German war economy would be better, but, you know, who knows. Oh, I didn't even see that you can do Niederlande, Nordfrankreich, Norwegen, Ostland, Ukraine. That's interesting. Not sure if we're going to do it until we maybe beat up the Soviet Union entirely, because only then would I be willing to give up, you know, military factories. Puppets are fairly strong in this game though, so don't ever underestimate them. You would be wrong in doing so. Okay, don't need any tanks right now, but we do want some paratroopers, I feel. Okay, you still go over there. How much are we overproducing in terms of... Not overproducing. You're not overproducing in anything, that's kind of sad, I mean, not gonna lie to you. This one is looking good now though, so I'm... Achievements, oh look at this, you can actually look at it here, huh? But yeah, this is the one I was talking about, true Blitzkrieg. I think we might be able to do it. This is the one that I'm properly going to go for. Let me see. We can do that, that'll be just reached. Maybe this one as well. 0 manpower scrum. I hope we're not reaching that one. That one should also be reachable. Anti-Comintern pacts. And China declared war. Okay, the Chinese miners are joining up with each other. Let's take a look. So we... I think there's... Yeah, alright. So this is the classic... Take a look at it. Chinese Unified Front. United Front, sorry. But I still think Japan will have the edge. They usually do. Japan is a winning nation in this mod. Back in the day, in Darkest Hour, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong here, they weren't as successful, usually. Here they are, very much successful. And let's hope that they are, because they're fascists. I do like the fascists. This doesn't matter as a focus. To France. Okay, they've chosen obedience, which means that they will stay. Wait, will they? Yeah, they will stay with Japan. They will not rebel against them. Oh, and right now Manchukuo is losing a lot of land against the Chinese. It always starts out kind of weird. We'll see how it goes. For now, looks fair enough. Yeah, all right. Let's pay the MIFO bills like we always do. Producing a lot of. Frankly, yeah, I think this is fine though. Let me check something. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna actually put... What is missing here? Support equipment, infantry, light tanks. I see. So motorized is usually filled entirely. Now the question is, do we already have enough? Maybe. Let's see. I want light aircraft, I think. Give it to me. Nothing to see here yet. But yeah, you know, it's a nice summer night right now actually, and I think wouldn't have it any other way. Might be fairly warm, but it's also nice, you know, it's a decent change from the wet and nasty weather we had in the winter. You know, it barely ever really snows here. This white Christmas nonsense that they have on postcards and that Germany is kind of being famous for, that's an Austrian thing. That's a Swiss thing. You know, they have mountains, they have snow. I'm not living in the north of Germany or anything. I mean, my name is one proud Bavarian, you know. It would be weird if I was from Hamburg and I was just like, yeah, I don't know, I love Bavaria. But we don't get that much snow, you know, going to the mountains to see it, but like, that's about it. Still not aligned, but going very much fascist. I will befriend Japan. Can this focus be bypassed? It cannot. Okay. We need 550k in the army. Yeah, we should be on the way. So like one division has how many troops? One division has 9k. So no, 10 times 9 is 90k, and then we'd already be there. I think. Might have done some wrong math there. What's the Soviet Union doing? Stalin Constitution? Absolute classic. Nothing interesting coming from these people. From anybody, really. Central America, yeah, alright. China's doing Bureau of Investigation and Statistics. Okay. I want you to give me Army Innovation Suite. I need some anti-tank. I'm not going to implement it just yet into our units, but eventually I will. But having it right now already seems neat. Alright, let's take a look at you. The Manchurian Project. None of this is related to that. Alright. Goku's capitulated. Jesus Christ, Japan, come on. Maybe they'll lose. With this kind of scenario, you never know what's gonna happen. Alright, we're in the meantime successfully producing an army that will be able to conquer Europe, I hope. And if not, then I regret everything I said and just imagine I never said it, alright? Let's take a look. Can we get rid of... No, absolutely not. Alright. Kind of resource starved here, but I guess that's just German starting position. What we haven't talked about yet at all is like the field marshal system, but I think we'll do that when we actually come closer to waging war. You know, right now we're just hanging out, nothing in particular going on. 480k units. That's 488. Yeah, we'll still need a bit, but I think we should be able to make it on time. I hope. Treaty with the USSR. Next we'll do befriend Japan and then Anschluss, I think. Jesus, they want us to build up real quick, don't they? Alright, you two. Alright, yeah, Yunnan joins the Chinese front. Looks like the Japanese gained some footholds down there, but they haven't invaded. Oh, they have actually invaded Hainan, but they haven't invaded any of the eastern coast, which is usually what gets the Chinese to shift a lot of their units down here, so that this front line can advance a bit quicker and a bit further. Sure. Yeah, the MIFO builds are kind of tearing us apart, Lysa. But I don't think it matters that much. I think paying the MIFO bills later on can be delayed, and we don't really need political power because we already have so... Like, I went for a political power build, and because of that, we are alright suffering the consequences of the MIFO build. And we might actually pay it later, though. How long is that again? I don't know. Okay, I'll take a look at it next time. Don't use their political connections to extend the due dates of these notes. We'll be forced to repay them and will no longer receive their benefits. What kind of benefits do they have anyway? Oh, it's a pretty good benefit, I'll be honest with you. I'm alright with that. I am indeed all right with that. Let's take a look here. I do want Guderian right there. That's a good one. So how many airplanes do we have in comparison? 1.47k. Yeah, I think we're doing alright. Treaty with the USSR gives us some armor research bonus, which we will need in 39. Look at Japan. Jesus, what are you doing? Yeah, morons. Tanks. Very good. Put them into the tank unit. Let's take another look right here. And actually before... Oh, there you go. We've done it. Sweet. Oh, 550k. Well, I mean, just a couple more to go. Definitely doable. Let's befriend Japan, despite them being raging idiots so far. But for the moment, I will recommend myself. I hope that you enjoyed the episode. Share, subscribe, and I don't know what the last one was. Oh, like. Yeah, if you liked it. I'm One Proud Bavarian, and see you next time.